Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Australian mates and mateys, and we welcome you to round number 4 of the Australian NASCAR X Series. There have been 3 different winners in 3 races this season, and now we're at the virtual Phoenix Raceway, the Valley of the Sun. And will there be a 4th winner, or will somebody prevail as the first 2-time winner of the year? Last week on CODA, Cody Deeth was able to finally break through and become a first-time winner, in addition, grabbing the points lead. What happens here in Phoenix? Welcome to the Cactus Country, and we welcome you to the Australian NASCAR X Series on Highline. I'm Wesley Outland, joined alongside is Will Sedale, and we have Beaglestein Hopton on production. Got a little cool new bells and whistles and graphics to give you tonight as well. And Nigel, 4 races now, 3 winners in 3 races, and a very unique racetrack with this newly configured Phoenix. Good evening, sir. Oh, and it was very nice to get an extra hour of sleep.
Good evening, Wesley. Good evening to everyone watching it at home on Highline on Facebook and YouTube. It's going to be an interesting race tonight. We're going a bit of short track racing, first one of the season. We go here tonight as we look at the not the playoff standings, the chase standings, I will say, Wesley. I'm still getting my head around that one, but yeah, Cody Deeth is a good lead.
He did, man. He did exactly what he needed to do, and obviously he won last week at CODA, and it put himself in the position now to hold on to the points lead. There it is, a 34-point lead, by the way, over Daytona winner Ethan Winter and Echo Park Speedway winner Matt Danson. There's the top 3 separated by 79 points. Angus Lawford, Tyler Williams are in the top 5. But remember, though, especially those 100 points out of it, no longer winning you're in. These 3 drivers are not safe, Nigel. This is no longer winning you're in playoffs. Go into the chase. You've got to progressively work in, race out. And a guy that might be outside the top 10 could have a good run tonight, climb the ladder, and they're back in the fight for a title.
You can always remember these short tracks here as a specialist with our previous champion, Brad Newman from Lobs Esports. He usually dominates these tracks, so he'll be the one to watch tonight.
There's a look at the top 20. 107 points, by the way, separate Cody Deeth to Ben Faulkner. Some of the awesome graphics there. And by the way, don't forget, every race, every Tuesday night, broadcasted on Highline. Qualifying, Zach Kerr looks like he's going to be the man right now showing quick time. Here's what's coming up on the schedule. After tonight at Phoenix, we're going to Vegas. We're going to Sim City, Darlington, Auto Club, Rockingham, just some of the races, and I can't believe how fast the season's gone by, but before we know it, we will be in the new chase format coming May, Nigel. Wow.
It's going to be an interesting couple of weeks ahead, especially Las Vegas and Darlington as well. That usually tests out the drivers there. Who's going to go through turn 1 and 2 is going to go to the grid very, very shortly for tonight's race.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is time to introduce the starting lineup for Phoenix. There will be the format. All the details will be unveiled in a moment. But first, let's give you the starting lineup. He does lock down the fast qualifying time. Zach Kerr for Team Vermilion and Vortex. Ethan Winter, Daytona winner on the outside of the front row. Row number 2 will find Ben Faulkner. Of course, to his outside, Cody Deep. He won at Coda last week for Eclipse. Row number 3 will find Jared Filsell for Lobs and Aaron Ford for Privateer in the 43. Row number 4, Brad Newman, the champion of last year, and Josh Mickelmore, the inaugural series champion for Nitro. And your top 10, Blaine Dinsley, a quiet year for this man. Could it be denied at Phoenix? He's got Billy Moe to the outside, starting 10th in the 7th.
Position 11 tonight is Vermilion Esports. Sam Chapman in the 101 on his outside is Tom Freer from Synergy Sim Racing. Row 7, Lewis Greathead, another Vermilion car, and his teammate on his outside in the Triple Two of Jacob O'Reilly. In row number 8, we've got Tyler Williams representing Vortex Sim Sports on his outside. We've got Angus Lawford coming back from a top 5 finish last week. Row number 9, position 17, is Michael Sherlock for his 3rd start with the series, and then from P18 when he's outside with Matt Bailey from Summit Sim Sport. And row number 10 in P19, Fitzroy Beaumont representing Vermilion Esports. On his outside will be Josh Perwin from Vermilion Esports.
Trey Hare will make up row number 11 along with Wayne Burke to the outside. Row number 12, Joshua Holdsworth for Nitro. Michael Smith to the outside, row 12. Row 13 on the grid, you'll see Jamie Davis from Project 36. Trent Gosley to the outside. Row 14, heading to the top 30 include Vortex, Daniel Boyd, and Shaboyne McKiernan in the 28th position. Row 15 in your top 30, it is Michael Campbell and Dave Olgienzak from South Carolina.
P31, Altus Esports, Matt Danson's currently 3rd in the positions in the standings. On his outside, Shane Van Gisbergen in the 97 Lobs Esport in his 1st start tonight. Derek Cock in the 239 in P33. P34 on his outside, Brendan Hobson from Synergy Sim Racing. P35, Clayton Davis on his outside, Joshua Horton, and the 3 more cars to go. Dane Diego Snadden for Australian Wide Racing. And his outside is Brandon the Cooch Griffiths, and then lucky last tonight in P39 is Kelvin Clark representing 1-9.
The field already ready to come to green. They're on the back straightaway. Remember, the pace truck enters on the back stretch. 150 laps. There'll be 2 stages, 45 laps each, and then a 60-lap stage. Ladies and gentlemen, this track just over a mile. The reconfiguration is set. Round 4, Australian NASCAR X Series, green in the Valley of the Virtual Sun. And you have a virtual race. Look at this, jumping on the early going. Keep an eye on the Zach Kerr and the crazy restarts. Will, I was going to say, you better keep an eye on Nigel. When they get 4 and 5 wide, coming back to green on restarts, it can get really antsy and hairy. And just like that, we got a caution. Trouble, Jason Holdsworth around. Back straightaway. And there it is, lap 1. Caution out, Nitro Racing, Jason Holdsworth. By the way, he's in a 3-way tie with Barber and Blundell for career starts of Australian NASCAR tonight at 180.
Oh, a bit of a touch there from Trent Gosley into the side of Jason Holdsworth. Looked like there's a little bit of net code there too, but it looks like on my screen. I could be wrong, but let's have a look here. No, I'm wrong.
Looking at my roster here, looking at my lineup, and I'll be honest with you, Nigel, I don't see Brian Blundell or Andy Barber anywhere. So this will at least be a monumental moment for Jason Holdsworth with this green flag start. Even though bringing out the caution on lap number 1, the 20-time winner for the series will have career start number 180 for him, meaning he is the all-time starter of Australian NASCAR X Series competition. Way to go.
So just in the pits then, Dave O's come down pit lane, Jamie Davis and Michael Campbell and Jason Holdsworth down pit lane, probably to fix a little bit of that damage on that car. A bit early for pit stops just yet. The tyre wear wouldn't be happening on that car then, any of the cars yet. Cautions, that's the first one of the season. We've got 2 stages tonight too. as well to look out for as well. The first stage will be at 45 and the second stage will be at 90. So the strategy will start playing out, I would think, in the second stage.
Yeah, a quick caution, I think, for the early going, but normally I think this would probably stand under a green flag run. Let's introduce what Phoenix Raceway is. The track dimensions, as I mentioned, this track has been reconfigured. Phoenix Raceway is a 1 mile, 1.6 kilometer, low-banked tri-oval track located in Avondale, Arizona, just outside of Phoenix, featuring a unique dog-leg shape. The track features 11 degrees of banking in corners 1 and 2, 9 degrees of banking in turns 3 and 4, and 10 to 11 degrees of banking in the dog leg. The front stretch is 62 feet wide, while the dog leg area offers extra space for drivers. As I mentioned earlier, watch them coming back to green when they bonsai out of the restart zone, heading towards that dog leg that we referred to. The pit entering turn 2 onto the back straightaway. There's the back stretch now, heading to turn 3. And somewhere along this area, they'll head back to the restart zone right about now. They're in that block. The O'Reilly Auto Parts restart zone. Back to green here at Phoenix. Still a long way to go in the race. Set in stage 1.
3 to 4 wide through that dog leg there, but Zach Kerr gets the good start there on that inside there. Brad Newman goes right under the yellow there to make the pass there to get himself back into the top 5.
Oh. Yellow. Oh, park around. Aaron Borg, the AC Delco car, in trouble in turn 2. And another caution out. Second time. Not even a lap of speed and 2 cautions in 5 laps. Here's a replay. Watch the 43. Here's those bonsai moves. And look at this. Nowhere to go. Newman pushing up into that car and Borg going around.
There's one thing everyone has to remember too, below the yellow line is inbounds as well. So you can go below the yellow line here at Phoenix, as well as a lot of people would have saw in the real life racing over the weekend. So 3 wide here, Newman just comes up onto the track there into the 069, then just unfortunately turns Borgie around. Not too much damage I would have thought on that car. He got it locked down pretty quick, so down pit road, fix a little bit of damage, and away we go.
Some drivers are onto the pit lane. 5-time V8 Supercar champion and a runner now in the Cup Series for Trackhouse. Auckland, New Zealand driver Shane Van Gisbergen. Welcome again to his first race this year with us. In addition to that, some more cars on pit road, including Jamie Davis, Dave-O, Olgie and Zach. Jamie Davis, as I mentioned. Aaron Borg going to get some damage looked at. So will also Joshua Houghton and Jamie Davis. Joshua Holdsworth, by the way, also on pit road getting surface. Cautions out in the early going for this one, no doubt, Nigel. Things got to settle down here a little bit.
They do. 3 to 4 wide. That dog leg there usually sorts a few of them out, but then tyre wear will become a factor later on in this race as well. So just a matter of sorting everyone out. Everyone needs to take a little bit of as I say, a chill pill.
Take a chill pill. Take a chill pill, everybody.
Take a chill pill.
Take 2 of these from Nigel and call me in the morning. Dairy Farmer said so. Everybody's coming off a pit road exit like Holdsworth. Look at that aerial view. By the way, I was mentioning the racetrack, and there it is, so unique. There's the dog leg. It's such a unique track at Phoenix. And here's the thing. The only thing they really changed around, Nigel, was the pit sequence. The track itself never changed, except making the back stretch now the front stretch, and the front stretch the back stretch. I mean, honestly, they stuck the start-finish line in between turns 1 and 2, what used to be. That's all they did. But it's amazing doing that has changed how the complexion and how the races are now over the last few seasons at Phoenix and even on iRacing as well.
100%. And once we go to green as well, Wesley, we'll show everyone some of the brand new graphics that we've got for everyone tonight as well. Some exciting things too that we can't wait to share with everyone.
Field. Back to green. Back it away. Let's try to get at least 10 laps in, gentlemen. Back it away. Aussie mates and mateys. Kerr. Faulkner. Side by side. Here we go. There's those crazy, chaotic restarts. And now they're going to kind of simmer back down to 3 wide as they work third, fourth, fifth of the back straightaway.
3-4 wide at the back there, and it looks like someone got into the wall there. It looked like it was, Dane Snadden, I reckon I saw.
New onboard telemetry. There's Bensley on the gas. RPM in red. Oh, look out! Oh, Faulkner! Faulkner almost in the fence. Wow! Times 2. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. Will it happen? No. Newman, and Kidney's been into it. There's contact.
Oh.
Brad Newman, save it. He will, but he's way off the pace. Man, oh man. The series champion in trouble. Even in the front, you get no respect at all. That was a Rodney Dangerfield quote. As Phil Sale comes out smelling like a red rose, Newman has fell back to where Shane Van Gisbergen was.
Keep an eye on Brad Newman's times at the moment, down to 33.15 last laps. So keep an eye on those times to see how much damage he does have on that truck. The good thing is he's got some. If he just keeps it on the lead lap, he'll be able to come down and get some of that damage fixed through the caution, through the stage break. He'll be right on board with Jared Philsell from Lobs Esports in the 94. He's currently in 6th position at the moment. He started inside the top 5.
And what a tough break there is. By the way, Jude Shaw, Brandon Griffith on pit road for Project 36. Biggest movers of the race. There you see them. David Lawler, make no doubt about it. They are tonight. Man, it is crazy.
Especially too because the stage points means a lot. As we look at this new graphic we got on here at the moment for everyone at home. You probably haven't seen this either, Wesley.
Yeah, I mean, I see it now. I've already seen it one time. I see it again. Where you been? Yeah, I saw it with Dinsley. There's Lawford, and I love it. 4th gear, miles per hour, RPMs. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That is why Dean Hopkins is the man. The one-man super extraordinary producer.
Yeah, the biggest mover so far in the way. He's up 11 positions now, Wayne Burke. He's just outside the top 10. He's currently at the moment. He is one of he's the second quickest car on track there at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on those lap times as well as he goes past into the 99 there of Tyler Williams. Will be his next car, the fastest lap so far. There's been Jacob O'Reilly so far. He's a 27.83. Josh Mickelmore, Shane Van Gisbergen, Blaine Densley and Michael Smith are the fastest 5 cars on track here at the moment.
Working that back straightaway. Back stretch of that third turn. Look at Kerr. There's Kerr and Winner. KD. No, look out. Philsell sideways into the wall. Somehow he saves it. That's Darren Philsell's car. And he kept it going. No problems. And then scatters 3 and 4 wide traffic coming out of the dog leg. Entering 1 and 2 though, Nigel.
Characters will just save that car. He didn't lose too many positions. I think where is he now? He dropped down to 15, so he did drop 10 positions. But everyone's got to remember there is a stage break as well. So this David will stack himself back up. So as long as you don't go a lap down, you should be right.
At 45, stage 1, you'll see the information on the bottom right. Race information, 2 stages. 45 laps is contact. Up the hill, the 63 in. Jacob O'Reilly in the triple deuce, somehow staying in gas. Beaumont to the inside, going behind Chapman. Boy, these guys are just, it is antsy out here in the early going to the opening 20 circuit side, Nigel.
I think it's got something to do with Wesley. The fact is that Stage points are becoming so important as the field's starting to spread out with this new chase format. So every point does matter. So these stages are all about those points.
Yellow flag is out.
Yellow.
Now caution coming out again. Trouble. She saw the telemetry on the 8th place car. Faulkner as Sam Chapman is in the wrong direction, leaving a piece of debris behind. Brad Newman's car looked a little bit off the pace as well on the top of the racetrack. And some other cars, Joshua Houghton and others, Dave Olgey and Zach Clayton Davies, some of damage, and they're coming to pit road or towing immediately, and another caution out on lap 19. Wow. That was Clayton Davies. Yeah. Sam Chapman, Davies. Newman just was really, really high up against off the wall, off the pace. Here's Clayton Davies now, I believe. Watch this. Damie Davis was the other one for Project 36. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh wow. It's just like, look, he had nowhere to go. He was not even around the accident. And by the time he got there, he swept up in it there, Nigel. Unbelievable.
Nowhere to go there for that car. So I'm just having a bit of technical difficulty with this guy with my screen. I'll be with you in 2 seconds.
Good work by first time start of the year from Trackhouse in NASCAR, Shane Van Gisbergen, to miss that chaotic scene. And work going on for some of these drivers as cleanup happening here in the virtual Valley of the Sun. The third caution of the night. Drivers all in the pit lane. You see him? Dane Diego Snadden, Clayton Davies, Jamie Davis, Zach Kerr from the pole. Right now leading this thing. 3 cautions for 7 laps with now 21 laps completed. About 25 laps to go in stage number 1. Wow. By the way, quick reminder, Vegas next week. Darlington in the next 2 weeks. And somebody asked me, they said, do you kind of mimic the real NASCAR O'Reilly Series schedule? To a certain extent, yeah. I mean, you look at Daytona. They were at Daytona. They were at Atlanta. They were at Coda. They were at Phoenix yesterday or Saturday. And hey, look at this one. I saw that one last night, Nigel with NASCAR. Look at this cool scoring picker.
Green flag, green flag.
I love it. Props to the maestro, DH. Back to green here at Phoenix.
Go back out in front now. Geez, he's got a fast car tonight.
Back straight away. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
trouble, back straight away. O'Reilly gets turned. O'Reilly, 222, back straight away. And more cars involved. As the wreck clears, they're trying to scatter. It's the 222 of O'Reilly. Jacob O'Reilly got turned. 2 or 3 other cars either bounced off the inside safer barrier or got into the outside wall to miss it. Watch the replay here, Nigel. 3 wide. Bam.
Ooh.
4th caution of the night. And there it is. That's what I was telling you about right there. That's the 900. That's the 999 of Joshua Pirwine, I believe it was. It was a 900 actually. McKiernan. Yeah. Yeah, Sheboygan McKiernan. Watch this one. Oh, Sheboygan. Oh, man, nowhere to go. Look at this. And that's one of the Project 36 cars that helped him get up in the air. I think that's Jamie Davis again, Nigel, caught up in that accident. Unbelievable.
A lot of banged up cars from that one there. Brad Newman's back down pit road. Kelvin Clark, Jacob O'Reilly, Aaron Borg, Jamie Davis. Show about
Replay.
McKernan, Brendan Hobson. Here we go, replay.
No. I mean, if there's any positive to that, Davis hit him dead center, if you will, Nigel, to maybe not really seriously damage Davis's car that bad, because the punt sent him up in the air pretty quickly.
No, but I would have thought, judging from that, there wasn't really much slowing down for the accident there for the James for the Davis car. We'll keep an eye on that one there later in the race. As Brenton Hobson, he's back out on pit road. He's back out as well. So a few cars, I think Brad Newman's still fixing that damage up on that car. Don't rule him out of this race yet. Jason Holdsworth, from the earlier incident, just coming out of pit lane, still trying to get that damage fixed on that car.
Hope you're enjoying the coverage on Highline. Don't forget, join Dylan McDonald and myself Thursday night. We're going to be at Auto Club Speedway. That's a track that's no longer in existence, except on iRacing, but there should be some pretty cool virtual memories made there with the truck. Next week, remember, we go to Vegas, and it should be a fun one for the X Series. Already 3 winners in 3 races and a caution field first stage. Process of elimination as they work their way down the back stretch. Pace truck onto the pit lane. Remember, as I said, they pit entering turn 2. All the way down into turn number 3 through the entrance of that dog leg. Back to the O'Reilly Auto Parts restart zone where that Kerr is at right now. Winner's got to give way to the 12. He will. Let's go back to it again and bring the action here in Phoenix.
Deep down the inside of the car. We're going to go pretty wide here. Wesley into that turn, man.
Oh, boy. If Cody Deeth wouldn't have lifted, he might have took all 3 cars out. Great job by those guys. It's always the restarts, you know, even in real life at Phoenix. Those antsy starts and restarts when it gets chaotic. There goes last week's winner on the road course at Coda, KD. He wants to bring Eclipse Sim Sport to the lead into turn 2 and try to go back to the series.
069's back. Oh, he's going to go back on the outside now. Zach Kerr there in the 12 car. He makes the move. Oh, just misses that quarter battle there, and he goes into the fast onto the restart zone, back out again on the outside there. We've got a car around, the 95's around. Caution again.
Well, caution out. It is Michael Smith in trouble, and the 999 as well. Michael Smith in the 95. The 999 is also caught up in it. I think they both were able to scatter and pull away. That's Joshua Purwine as well. Here's a replay. Is that Shane Van Gisbergen down on the inside? It is. Left rear. Van Gisbergen gets clear, but in doing so, Smith and Purwine and also Faulkner get a dirty piece of it. Look at the 28.
If we go back and have a look at that, though, if we look at SVG on the inside there, as he comes into this corner, now we slow it right down here, there's a gap on the inside there. The 999 left a gap, so then the 97 goes
sure
right up there. And then,
I mean, it was all fair. It was nothing wrong.
No, definitely not. Unfortunately, there you have to be a little bit more aware of what's around you. And yeah, 3 to 4 wide can be can happen here. So that's yeah.
Yeah, let's go on board with Shane Van Gisbergen. This is on board from the front hood of the car. And that'll tell the tale right there. No, I mean, look, the 95 of Smith, he actually got really, he got wiggle there.
But it's
Shane
just
was alongside of him. Yeah.
And it's for those that are watching it at home at the moment that aren't really up with how NASCAR works. If you do leave a gap, women and will take it. So that's one thing that's a little bit different than the road racing, the majority that we see in Australia.
I was going to say, by the way, my apologies. That was actually Purwine that actually left the door open, if you will, for SVG to go for. So Lap leaders so far, it has been all Zach Kerr. 30 of 45 laps in stage one. Still 120 laps to go here at the virtual Phoenix Raceway. Biggest movers of the race, up 18 spots. Shane Van Gisbergen in 14th right now. Kelvin Clark up to 23rd, up 16 positions, as well as Wayne Burke up 16 to 6th. Dane Diego Snadden up to the 24th spot at 13, and Davo up 12 in 18th. Lights off for the pace truck. Nigel, we'll be ready to turn them loose again.
As we, I think there's only, 12 laps left in this stage, so we'll keep an eye on that.
By the way, quick reminder, I don't think it's ever been an issue before. There is a sim time in this race. It's an hour and 32 minutes remaining, an hour 31 and 35 seconds actually now. And that's it. With all these cautions slowing things down, that might be something we might need to keep an eye on, because for the first 24 minutes of this race, we've had 5 caution. Weather condition, track temp at 91 degrees, northeast wind at 4 miles an hour, humidity at 27%, partly cloudy skies. The sun is out now, and the temp is a virtual 74 degrees. Back to green here at Phoenix.
Even Winter now back up into the top 3 positions as well. Back up where he started, dropped down a little bit earlier, inside the just outside the top 10, but he's back up the front now as Wayne Burke's another one of the big movers, up 15 positions. We go down the back straight away. Looks like Cody Deef's getting aggressive on the outside.
Another driver that's also climbed back up in there is Jared Philsell, the 94. They have a very unique teal blue colored car, and when you see it, it stands out for sure. And also carrying the momentum also for Lobs is Shane Van Gisbergen. He has moved up to 13th now.
And Diego Snadden as well. He's up 15 positions for Australian-wide racing. It's his first season with Australian-wide racing as well. He's up into 22nd as well. He's looking for a good, solid top 15 finish tonight. Some of the biggest losers so far has been Brad Newman. He's down 25 positions, but I think he's just working on the factors that getting the damage fixed and hoping stay on the lead lap and then go for the result on the last stage. Because as you're well aware, Wesley, winning this place and winning a championship last year does pay dividends later on in the race.
You're exactly right. And I think that's exactly what the series champion for Xfinity and Truck is doing right now for Lobs Esports, Brad Newman. By the way, Van Gisbergen, Philsell right there in the teal green cars together. They're up now in the top 10. And we're also at 10 to go here at Phoenix in stage 1.
And also, don't forget as well, there's a driver out there that won the championship here at Phoenix in 2024. That is Matt Danson. He's just outside the top 20 at the moment as well. He also won the ANC last year as well, so he's one that will be watched later on in the race as well, as you're right on board there. With SVG there, he's back into the top 10 now in 9th, just behind his teammate there now in Jared Philsell, who's coming off some really good results there for Philsell. He had some bad luck on the super speedways, but he's back out at it now. And also too there, Wesley, our season 1 champion Josh Micklemore, he is now back inside that top 10.
Onside move off one another, great head, and Micklemore almost getting together. Lawford right there trying to, if you will, play referee, mediator, and get these guys to break apart so nothing happens where he's at. And look at Perline up outside. Wow. Spill the wine, take that girl. What a move.
Angus Lawford's having a good run here in the 52. You're right on board him from a little bit as well. He is now riding just outside the top 10 at the moment in 13th. Did start 10th tonight. he'd be hoping to represent that Project 36 and see if he can get a good top 5 finish tonight.
Offered right there on the bottom, closing in on 5 remaining. Driver holding on to that 10th spot, Josh Mickelmore. That is for a point in the stage points, but look at this now. KD on the high side of Kerr. COTA winner. Cody Deeth looking for his second career NASCAR win in Australia. Could it be in a row? After last week at COTA for Eclipse Sim Sport, he battles with the pole man. Couple of Chevys and Toyotas battle, and Ethan Winter is up there now, the Daytona winner. Creeping closer with 4 miles to go in stage 1 at Phoenix.
Ethan Winter having a good run there in the 39. Vortex Sim Sports, Matty the Toyota car, Toyota there, he's having a great run there as well. Blaine Densley's up top into the top 5 as well. He was started in ninth tonight. And Tom Freer, don't forget about him. He's now inside the top 5.
This used to be the long front straightaway at Phoenix Raceway back in back when it first started, right? I mean, and then they configured it around the last 5 years. 3 to go.
And also remember Brenton Hobson tonight. He's in 26th position. I've heard he's running a very simplified rig tonight, so we're interested to see how he goes later on tonight. He is away for work, but he set a little sim up, and he's out there racing tonight. So let's see how he goes later on in the run.
2 to go. On board with Zach Kerr. Oh, listen to the purr of that engine. Zach Kerr trying to get his move on the high side to protect that spot for Vermillion's machinist. Zach Kerr on the bottom. Here comes Cody Deeth. He knows he's there. Opens the door way to the inside lane. Preferred advantage will go to KD. 1 to go, side by side in stage 1.
Cody Deeth now hoping to see if he can get the leader back on that outside there to get his maximum stage points as he can. As we see Ethan Winter just sitting behind there waiting for something to happen. Blaine Densley as well. Oh!
Talk about leaning into one another. They still lean into one another in the corner. And here comes Winter, licking his chops, ready to take it. He can't. Pole man, Zach Kerr gets his first stage of the year.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Top 10 crossed the line. By the way, biggest climber of the race, Shane Van Gisbergen. Up 25 spots in the start of this race, Nigel. He finishes 7th. Kerr, Deech, Whitener, Tinsley, Freer, Fort, Burke, Van Gisbergen, Phil Sell, Williams, Greathead. Top 10 stage points from 10 point to 1.
Also, a really, really good result for Wayne Burke as well. He's up 16 positions. He's got a nice top 6 finish as well. Keep an eye on him later on in the run as well. And a few other cars down the field. Davo, the truck, who'll be featuring the trucks on Thursday night at Auto Club. He's taking a run here tonight in the X Series. He's up 12 positions. He's in the top 20. And also Matt Danson as well, now back into that top 20. Dane Snadden, 14 positions up to 23rd. So just a few of the big movers as we hit pit lane.
It stops, and here they come. One guy does not, well, about 3 of them. Josh Perwine, Dave Olgianczak, and Jacob O'Reilly did not pit. Everyone else did. How about Zach Kerr? What a run.
Very strong in that 12 car tonight. Also, too, Ethan Winter as well, the top 3. Don't rule him out yet. Also, too, the cars that did not pit that lap, Jacob O'Reilly and Brad Newman as well, back in that top 4. So he will be starting inside the top 5.
So now, Irwine, Davo, Jacob O'Reilly will now be 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Brad Newman, by the way, is going to be fourth. Behind those cars, Tom Freer, stage 1 winner, pole man, comes out fifth. And it is saying that Tom Freer might have only took fuel, and Matt Danson as well, Nigel. Wow. No fast repairs in this series, no. Oh, no fast repairs.
He just took a little bit of fuel on that car. 4 seconds, it just would be enough to get him through to the next stage, I'd imagine. He's going to start inside the top 10. Now, everyone else will remember too, these cars that didn't pit, well, watch for the wheel spin at the start. Here we go.
All right, remember, this is stage 2, by the way. Go ahead, my friend.
No, you go. Just going to say, remember to everyone to like and subscribe.
And hit that bell, by the way. That's how I get up at 4:30 in the morning. I get an alert to tell me. 3:30 last week. I gained an hour of sleep now, everybody. And when you guys have daylight savings time in Australia, I'll be able to sleep until 6 a.m. Back to green. Here. Wow, watch Newman inside. What a restart down below. And look, we're 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Hang on, and we're going to go at it again. Somebody lift. 4 wide. Contact, there it is. KD, total winner in the fence. We still stay green.
4 wide, wow, Newman to the lead.
Brad Newman one time all the way in the back from the outhouse to the penthouse.
We're 3 wide behind between Wayne Burke as well. There was a little bit of a pass there, but we're going to watch this here with Zach Kerr making the pass on the inside there of Brad Newman for the lead now.
Chaotic racing going on, and we have a caution out again. Yellow flag, Daniel Boyd crashing. Jason Holdsworth might have got a piece of it as well. Billy Moe getting a meatball flag. There's the 79 GE entry going around, and that's the calls. Yellow flag at lap 51. 7 cautions in 50 laps.
4 wide.
Billy Moe up ahead into the wall, and then Boyd got punted by the 95 there. Wow. Well then. It's the 95, by the way, of Michael Smith, who had his share of some accidents earlier.
Looks like there's not too much damage on that 79 car, so he should be right to go. Don't see too much damage on that 1979 car anywhere. Maybe a little bit at the back there on the side quarter panel. His steering doesn't look real good there either. A few cars heading down pit road at the moment. Wayne Burke's down and Cody Deeth. Now, also too, Wesley, we must remember we are live from green flag to checkered flag. We will have no ad breaks, so every part of the action will be coming to you live. You won't miss a thing here on Highline.
Yeah, Highline Broadcasting, streaming on YouTube, Facebook. You can, by the way, click us on Facebook now in Highline HQ. Highline HQ, because the original one got banned and they won't give it back to us. I know that feeling, I promise. No, they banned that page. David, don't you remember? Oh, poor Jason.
Now, we got Zach Kerr out in front, Brad Newman second, Ethan Winter first. Now, who can remember the battles these three had all of last season through ANC and through the X Series as well?
Somebody was asking us what happened to Griffiths. I can't remember. Brandon Griffiths. Did he get caught up in an accident earlier, Nigel? I think he did.
I think he did. He's got
yeah.
He's 2 laps down at the moment, so he has been going down the pit lane, getting as much damage as he can fix on that car at the moment. Currently 35th position on the Brendan the Cooch Griffiths of Project 36. Just a little bit of damage on that car there. He should be able to get some of his laps back the more of these cautions come out if he takes the wave around. But yeah, tough night so far for Project 36 and Brendan Griffiths.
Yeah, clapped. I believe he got caught up in an accident in either the first or the second yellow. It was either with Holdsworth or Aaron Borg, one of them, and he got some damage from it. So yeah, keep an eye on Chooch though. Still not over yet. Look at Brad Newman. At one time he was all the way in the back, faint, battered, bruised, bandaged, and found his way for bad Brad Newman, the series champion of last year, along with the trucks, to get back to the top spot. A couple of Toyota Supras on the front row with Zach Kerr, Brad Newman, winner as well. Inslee in a Ford, Chevrolet Purline.
Green flag, green flag.
Tyler Williams, SVG, Dave O, Tom Freer, Jared Philsell, your top 10 as we go back to green here on lap 55 at Phoenix.
Brad Newman just lost a little bit at the start there as well. Ethan Winter now on the back of Zach Kerr. We've got 2-3 wide at the back there, in the pack there, but in the inside there, Brad Newman. Blaine Densley in the 27 there, holding himself firm on that outside as we go into turn number 3.
And he blinked as well. Hang on, buddy. A little Aiken blink and nod can affect everybody. Staying on it. There's Vermillion. And boy, there's the Elobs right there. Newman and Van Gisbergen battling with Dinsley in the middle. This is 5th, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. By the way, keep an eye on the teal green blue cars. 197, 94, literally in 3rd, 4th, and 7th. That's team racing right there, Nigel. Unbelievable.
Flying through the field at the moment, the Lobs cars there. There's 3 of them in the field tonight, but also as well, keep an eye out as well for the Fitzroy Beaumont and Josh Perwin now inside the top 10, up 10 positions into the top 10. But we'll keep an eye on those cars as well as the 27 of Blaine Densley goes into the bootleg there, hoping to gain position.
And for the person that asked me, is that Shane Van Gisbergen? Yes, it is. That is the real driver. Obviously a 5-time V8 Supercar Series champion in Australia. A winner that got his first Cup win in his first start of the Chicago Street Race. And then he won 5 road course races driving for Trackhouse. That is Shane Van Gisbergen. And anybody that knows SPG, Nigel, knows that he likes to jump off the sim at the time. And probably welcome him to Australian NASCAR when he's available. He's running tonight. And what a drive all the way in the back. He's worked his way with his teammates for Lobs Esports into the top 5 and 10. Unbelievable.
We've still got 2 cars to pass in 39 of Zach Winter, Ethan Winter for Vortex, and we've also got the Vermilion car of Zach Kerr as well.
Wow, come on, guys.
The slide job right up there onto the Blaine Densley. He's got the inside lane though, coming back around there to take it out. We've only got, how many? We've got 27 laps to go here in stage number 2.
By the way, 3-time champion. I think I said 5-time champion. My apologies. He's a 3-time V8 Supercar champion. 80 career wins in the Australian V8 Supercar Series. Zach Kerr, winner, and Van right now. Look, these are teammates, by the way. And they're taking their time. And Nigel, 19 of 45 in stage 2. We know that Newman and Winner, well, let's just say they won't sit and have Christmas dinner together.
These two cars actually aren't teammates. Wesley, Ethan is for Vortex Sports and Zach Kerr is for Vermilion. So they are not teammates out there tonight. They both run Team Conti on their cars. They supply the setups for both of these cars, but they are two separate teams. If we get the graphic back up there, if we can, Wesley, of Zach Kerr up in front of the RPMs and the speed, we'll be able to see exactly what the RPMs of these cars are doing. Oh! We just get a position. Oh, here we go.
I don't know the whole thing about the teammate stuff. All I simply said was that Newman and Ethan Winter have history with each other when they get around one another. Ethan Winter and Brad Newman have history, as Ethan Winter is now going to become history with the wall.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And there's a caution. Yellow flag is out, lap number 66. Whoever's in 31st, I think it's Gosley's car. It's the 04, putting us under the yellow flag, way off the pace. I'm about to slow things down for a minute. Yeah, there it is. Man, he walloped the wall of that Chevrolet hard. Unbelievable.
Oh, loose.
Well, that'll break your toe in and your suspension and alignment and anything else you can think of on the left front. Oh, no! And Tom Freer got tagged. Ground control to Major Tom. I'm hit. It's worse than Battleship. Please tell me you Aussies know the game of Battleship, right? P4. Oh, is there even
I'm not sure what happened there to Trent Gosley. Did he have a bit of steering issues or something? He went straight up the track into the 41 as we got cars down pit road here now.
Nigel, if we could see the replay, I don't know, but it looked to me like the car in front of him made like a panic move. And when he did, that made Gosley panic himself and hit the wall. I just keep an eye on the car. I think it's like 2 or 3 cars ahead of him, right about here. No, we got to back up a little bit more.
No, this is where it happens.
Yeah, but we're not to it yet, is what I'm saying. All right, right about now. Now watch up ahead, that pack of cars right there. I think it's that car to the inside. Is that Davis? I think it might have been. I think he guarded and made a move, and he panicked from it. Watch, look, bam, right there. Do you see where he veered? But he dropped to the inside. And wow, there's Tom Freer, nowhere to go, man. Wow. Yeah, there you go, David. He just sunk his destroyer. Oh. I couldn't tell what car that was, Nigel, but it looked like the car in front of him just kind of made a dip. And when he did, nowhere for the other guy, Godley, to go. Trent Godley around you. Zach Kirk having braking issues.
Tom Freer was the car that was the beneficiary of an accident here. Unfortunately, I think his night will be over as we see the last pit stops there. Zach Kerr, Ethan Winter, SVG, Jared Fieldcell, Blaine Densley, all back down in lap 22 as the pace car truck is off. We'll go green flag racing this time by. There will be how many laps? 20 laps left in the stage.
Yeah. Ready to bring the field back to green here. By the way, lap
Green
70.
flag, green flag.
Heading up 5 laps to halfway. Back under green here. And look at Lobs Esports. They are 3rd, 5th, and unbelievable. 3rd, 5th, and 7th on the track there.
Three wide back in the back of the pack there as we right on, maybe concentrate at the front here of the 12 of Zach Kerr. Ethan Winter just trying to get to his bumper there, but just quite can't get him at the moment. This 12 car, it's fast tonight.
Single file. Looking down, Newman falling back a little bit, losing ground to his teammates. Shane Van Gisbergen, by the way, up to 3rd down. Newman battling alongside with Greathead. And Beaumont watching on in the back. Halfway in a few more laps. And still another 75 to go. And we still have not completed stage 2 yet. Wow, Greathead off the wall. Newman and Greathead, hang on.
Big cover. It's 4 wide behind us there at the moment. We've
Oh,
got
guys,
4
come
cars
on.
here.
Oh! Wow. Burke, Lawford, Erline, all of y'all are lucky. Trey Air, on the world. Did you get through that 4 wide? Unbelievable.
And keep an eye on Ethan Winter. Oh, we've got 3 wide there. Ethan Winter, he's the fastest car on track at the moment, 27.93. So keep an eye on him at the moment. He's only a fraction quicker at the moment than Zach Kerr.
Here's Ethan Winter, by the way, 2nd on the track, the winner at Daytona.
We haven't had a good green flag run tonight to see where these cars are really at. Well, if we can get a 30 or 40 lap green flag run, the field will start to spread out and we'll see which car is the best one out there under these conditions and who's been working on their setup. At the moment, on these shorter runs, there's no real indication of who's got the quickest car out there at the moment.
Way, by the way, just a few laps ago. Let's take a look at the race recap as it stands right now. 76 of 150 laps. There it is. Zach Kerr, your leader, the man that led the green from the pole. Stage 1 winner, of course. 8 for 23 laps. Cautions have been 3 different lead changes now as winner. And Shane Van Gisbergen right there on them as they go to the inside. Here comes the 97 on the 39.
And Wayne Burke is back inside the top 10 too, so keep an eye on him. Josh Kerwin, he was the fastest man on track a couple of laps ago. He's now back up into 6th position, up 14.
Working in turn 2, and look at this. He's going to bring Phil Sell up there with him. I think the teammates are waiting, and don't count out Newman. 3 cars back behind Phil Sell in the top 10. Lobs Esports right now. 12, and make it 12 to go, 11 to go now in stage 2. Lap 80 on the board next time by there, Nigel.
Well, just remember too, Brad Newman's on 17 older lap tyres than anybody else. That's why he's falling through the field a little bit. We got 3 wide coming out on the inside. Ethan Winter. Ethan's blinking. We don't want that. What a battle we've got coming on here at the moment.
Pittsburgh down to the inside and panicking, blinking Ethan Winter. Got to stay on connection here. He finally does. And now SVG diving back down to the inside again, working here at a 2.
So far there, Zach Kerr just gets a little bit more of a lead on there, but Jared Philsell now just make up into fourth position, trying to make onto Josh Perwin as well. But if we get a green flag run right to the end here with 10 to go, will he have chewed up too much of his tyres? That will be there to be seen later on in the run, but just keep an eye on at the moment. Also for the charging Brad Newman in 8th.
They're standing as it still continues to blink for this guy. By the way, don't forget, Australian NASCAR Truck Series will be in action. Auto Club, this, of course, Thursday night. And here comes Winner. And here comes SVG. And 8 to go now, 7 remaining when they come back to the line. Good exit speed from Zach Kerr there to hold on to the leads. Nigel, 7 at the line here.
I was about to say that there. He's a little bit not as good into the corner, but exit of the corner. He's on fire in that 12 car tonight. It's also a good battling up the time between Michael Campbell and the 95 car of Michael Smith as well. That's a good little battle happening later on the field. But we'll stay up the front here with these 4 guys here at the moment with 7 to go.
Yes, the sun. 6 to go. Yeah. It comes well, I think. And there's Kerr. Winner on the bottom. Can he get it? Nope. Look at these awesome graphics, by the way. Showing you how fast they are in the car. And Duke is in the pit. I wonder if it's the strategy to go for an undercut.
He's still 2 laps behind their the Cooch, so maybe he's trying to see if he can get a couple of those laps back. Right on board with Josh Perwin now for Vermilion Esports there in the 999, back up in the 4th position at the moment. He's up 16 positions as well from where he started tonight, back inside the top, just inside the top 20. Another one of those great new graphics that Dean's got for us in the truck. He's been working hard behind the scenes to make sure we've got they've got a caution now between the 63 and the 95.
And yellow is out. Michael Smith involved. Lap 86. The 95 involved is what I meant to say. Is a couple of trucks or cars trying to get away from this thing here. 95, Michael Smith and another car got involved in it. Just looking at my monitor, I want to say it was the 53 or the 63. There it is. 63 caught up in it. And then another car, boy, Matt Danson got in it with somebody up against the outside safer barrier after that accident happened.
This looks like the 222 just...
I think O'Reilly bumped Smith, and then that caused everyone else. And then there's Danson almost into another car on the outside on your bottom right of the screen. But I think they were able to continue unscathed. Watch this. And we got pit stops going on. And Nigel, this should probably end the stage as well, shouldn't it? I mean, it's lap 87, lap 88. So I got a feeling this would be the end of the stage as well, won't it?
That's just as we go back to live pictures here, and I think that will be the stage right there. We're on live pictures of the pit stops here with Zach Kerr, Ethan Winter, Blaine Densley, SVG. That everyone's down pit road trying to get as much fuel packed into these cars as possible, change the tyres. Now, this is the longer stage now. If we can have some green flag runs, this will start to sort the field out. Looks like Jerick Koch has not pitted. The 239 has not gone down pit lane. And this will be the stage break for everyone as well. This will be the stage break, guys.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and I had a feeling that it was going to be the stage break. The stage would go to the curb. It would go to Zach Kerr because he was leading at time of caution. All right, Nigel? So he would win stage 1 and stage 2, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Yeah, Zach Kerr, pole man, would get it. Yeah. Stage 1 and stage 2 winner, Zach Kerr. Here's a quick statistic about Phoenix. 35% of the people that dominate the opening stages do not win the race. Could Zach Kerr be the latter?
Well, he's got a very, very fast car on him tonight in that 12 million esports car, so I would think that he would still be in the picture. Jerry Koch though, in the 239, strategy call this one here, lead the stage. If we go back to green this time by, this is the third and final stage. We're going to go racing to the end of 150, Wesley, at break, commercial free.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't been on commercial yet. The whole race is commercial free. No ads, why? No ads, go side by side.
Green, green, green.
Come on, let's go, everybody. Stage 3 with 1 to go in the stage. But guess what? You're gonna get the full 60 laps remaining of stage 3 as we're back to green.
Oh, 3 wide.
And here it is again. Oh, Jake Van Gisbergen. He knows what it's like to even be in real life for these types of sandwiches. He might take advantage of it. And he's going to go to the lead. Shane Van Gisbergen going after Zach Kerr. He got around 2 or 3 cars. He's up to second. Unbelievable. And while that goes on, look at Ethan Winter. And look at Josh Purwine. Remember, they were caught up in accidents earlier.
Now within 1 lap. Oh,
Yellow,
and
yellow,
Densley
yellow.
around. Blaine Densley turned and he does pirouetting right in the middle of the back straightaway. Caution out.
Heavy damage on that 27 car, as he is a bit sideways there in the 27, so he'll head that one down pit lane.
10 cautions in 92 laps, and yes, we've brought crap walking animals to the race as well. He is cattywampus. It's a real word. Look it up in your worldly dictionary and add it to your game of Scrabble. You'll win 10,000 points. Cattywampus. Watch this. Wow. That's Phil Sell. Yeah, Jared Phil Sell there. Man.
Oh,
Jacob O'Reilly, nowhere to go. Woo! He got some front nose damage from it, and everyone else on the binders. A look at it again. Phil Sell. Oh, man, I don't know. Looking at it now, well, yeah, there it is. Yeah. I was going to say the first time Densley got loose on his own, but then the Vermilion 27 did get a little tap. Around he goes. Ethan Winter on pit road. David Lawler says, I used cattywampus today because of you, Wesley. It's a real word. I promise you, it's a real word.
Now, has Ethan having some trouble there? I think might be with his internet. I'm starting to he's back out now, so maybe put some fuel in. There's one thing to remember though to everyone watching at home, and also to Wesley, is that Jerry Koch did start that caution in the lead. Now he dropped 16 positions in less than 2 laps, and unfortunately that just shows everybody at home fresh versus old tyres. There's one thing to keep an eye out for later on in this run, especially as these tyres start to run out as well. I think everyone in the field's probably got 1 set left.
Yeah, thanks for all of y'all for watching as well. Yeah, man. Thank you. All right. So here it is. Pace truck is in. 95 of 150 laps. So remember I mentioned sim time. Nigel, I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is important here now. We're down to 52 minutes left in sim time. They've got to finish this race in 52 minutes. If they don't, this race could be called short.
Green flag, green flag.
Back to green with 56 laps remaining. And Team Lobs Esports all on the outside, right side of Kerrs. They go into one.
Vermilion Esport from the bottom. Lobs on the outside, Vermilion on the inside, as we see that Kerr get away to a nice start with SVG now back up into second position. Now just behind him is his teammate Jared Philpsell, and watch out, just back there in. Oh, I thought we just lost him there for a minute, but then Brad Newman as well as he goes back down into that dog leg there.
The sound of those cars, that's Vermilion. Just Perwan right there. He's had his share of bad luck today in the 999. Maybe he could get himself back up there and make a fight for the win. He's in fourth.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Go around the 13.
Well, caution out.
Yeah, he was around, I think.
Yep. Luke Trey Hare. Yep, Trey Hare. And they're going to call it one more time. Okay, that's Newman. Williams behind him. Woo! Look at Newman scattered to the bottom. He knew it was coming, and Williams and Trey Hare. Well, maybe they threw the caution a little too prematurely, but I know why they did it though, Nigel, because I mean, you know.
And he's getting a lot of praises over the race radio here at the moment for a really good save. So everyone's praising the save here by the 13 of Luke Trahar. First season with us as well in the 13. So unfortunate tonight, he'll go back to the back, probably get some new tyres on that there, because they would be a little bit of a flat spot on them there. Put some new tyres on it, throw some few changes at it, and away he goes again.
This will be lap number 99 of 150 laps. Not with a time limit. I mean, time limit's time limit. Well, hopefully they can finish this one, by the way. They're working lap 100 this time by 50 laps to go when they come to the line. Nigel, is it the car? Is it racing in daytime instead of night? What do you think is the reason we're seeing this type of yellow flag race, I guess? 11th caution.
I think the aggression's just starting to turn up a little bit, as because we're in the chase system now, and the points is over 100 points between first and 20th now. So everyone needs to turn the aggression up a little bit, because it's not going to take long for those cars that are inside that top 16 to go to the next round. Will get away from the whole field. So yeah, and just speaking on the time sim and why we use the time system and race is only at 1:55. iRacing usually does their updates on Tuesday night, so we do have a limited time frame to get these races in, and usually their other updates during the week are around that same time. So we've got to work a little bit to the iRacing updates as well. So unfortunately, yeah, this will be a time race if we get to that stage.
That makes sense. Well, hopefully that does not take place. We can be able to take it to the finish. That's our plan. That's our goal. We get ready for a restart. Under 50 laps remaining as Zach Kerr and Shane Van Gisbergen side by side. Jared Philsell, Josh Berwine, Wayne Burke, new top 5. How about Cody Deep? He's right there up in the top 5 and 6 as we go back to green. Under 50 to go. 101 laps complete for 4 wide. And there's Lobs. He scored. Man, these teammates, man. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Lumen got loose into the
no!
09 of 0. 609 of Cody Gein.
Oh, man, Brad Newman about got wasted 2 or 3 times. And somehow he still comes out smelling like a red rose. Unscathed. Look at this again. Nice, the monkey in the middle. Oh, boy, oh, boy. It looks like they're fighting over the last piece of chicken salt in the mailbox. By the way, I will be getting mine very soon from Dave Douglas. Chicken salt on the brain. It's VG. Shane Van Gisbergen. Now he is the leader. And he bumped him.
Big crash behind. 1-1-2.
And a big crash coming out of turn number 1 and 2. Unbelievable. My, oh my. That's a smart thing right there. Oh, we got crab walking again. We got cattywampus in your vocabulary. Watch the replay here. Unbelievable, Nigel Siddell. Wow. And that is Greathead, Lewis Greathead. Look at Cody Deep. Then he gets hit. Oh, Josh Micklemore. Fitzroy Beaumont. Britton Hobson got wasted. Look at Greathead. He's just like, Greathead's like, I'm okay. I'm okay here, Nigel. It's all right. Everything around me's a crash, but I'm okay. Whoa! Spurlock, what a hit. Can we go on board with Lewis Greathead, Dean, and just stay on the cockpit on the driver inboard? Let's see what it's like for him. Yeah, just stay on the 12. Don't go nowhere. I want everybody to see what he went through. And just, I'm okay. I'm fine. Look at this. Here he goes. Oh, boy. Now, look. I'm okay. I'm okay. Can you imagine Nigel when he turned around and got back riding and said, look at the humanity.
Big hit by Brett there off of the 95. A lot of torn up race cars there. Cody Deeth, Michael Moore, Tom Frere, Matt Bailey, Fitzroy Beaumont, Jason Holdsworth, Brenton Hobson, Lewis Greathead, Michael Sherlock, and Aaron Ball. Kelvin Clark, Sam Chapman, Blaine Densley, all down pit road.
T-bone there by, yeah, look at this. It's fixed. Got to get fixed. Got to get fixed. There's the point standings, by the way, after COTA last week, Circuit of the Americas, abbreviated. And look at that.
One thing I am seeing out there tonight, and everyone at home can look at these standings now, and you can see the field starting to spread out a little bit with points. There's a lot of passionate drivers out there that all want that, either a top 5 or a top 10, or even they try to get on into victory lane. So these drivers out here at the moment, they are passionate. They want to win. They know what it means to win one of these races with the caliber of standards of driving and the caliber of drivers we've got in the series. So everything means so much more to these drivers. Even one position means a lot. So the new chase format means so much. So we'll keep an eye on that, and we go green this time by with 43 to go.
No, I agree with you on that. I really do. And we'll keep an eye on it as lap 107.
Green flag.
About to be on the board. Here they come back to green. 1:43 remaining, and Shane Van Gisbergen, all the way from the back to where he started. He started in what, the top 30, in 32nd, I think it is. He is now the leader, and Phil Sell is blocking. He's blocking Kerr. He's blocking Burke, and they're in the wall. Ethan, whoa! That was the 999 in the wall again, the Purwine. Phil Sell's coming to help out Van Gisbergen, or he's going to try to. As, boy, Zach Kerr's going after him, though, Nigel, out of 3 and 4.
You're right on board here at the back of Wayne Burke, currently in 4th position at the moment. He's up 18 as well. We see on the inside there Zach Kerr and Jared Phil still going at it to try to take that to 2nd position as well. A big lineup of cars behind as well, but we're going to stay on board with this one up the front at the moment. We'll also see what SVG can do in clean air. This will be his first time tonight, Wesley, that the 97 has been in clean air.
Wayne Burke, a little bump. Can't get him. Watch the RPMs and listen to the revs of the engine. Wayne Burke, man on a mission for Vermilion. He's up to 4th. 5th is there. Goes Newman on the driver door. He's there. Contact.
Yellow.
Zach Kerr. Oh my goodness. Kerr and Phil Sell about crash one another, and they get him in contact, and they're in the wall. Under caution, they crash. Oh, the tempers are boiling here in Phoenix.
There's a lot of flop going on
Jared
here.
Phil Sell, Wayne Burke just got lucky. Here's the reason why we're under caution. Davis and Chooch involved. Is that Trey Hare? Trey Hare involved again in the 13 also. Oh my goodness. Oh man. And then Nigel. And then aggression. This is the cause of the caution. This is the cause of the caution. But then this went into virtual overload. This is just, I've had enough. Watch this. Wow. Now remember, the caution's already out, Nigel. The caution's out. You see the lights flashing. And now, oh, wow.
There we go.
Man. Oh, man.
Lots to unpack there. Heavy damage on the 12 car.
What in the world? Newman and Burke also having contact with one another. Lobs Esports getting ganged up on, it seemed. Zach Kerr and Phil Sell. Phil Sell not backing down. And then there was the little tap. Kerr hit the wall. Well, no, he really didn't. He came back down. Well, I don't know how to take this. I really don't, because the caution was out. Everybody should have lifted, Nigel, and they didn't. I mean, we're just broadcasters, right? I mean, but common sense would have told y'all, yellow flag is out, slow down. Both of them. And this is what you get. Yeah, to answer your question, whoever's asking that question in the chat box, they're not trying to impress Shane Van Gisbergen. They're out there racing as hard just as much as SVG is trying to win himself. So, Nigel, tell them to throw that idea out the window. That's not what they're trying to do here.
Let's concentrate on the race. Lots to unpack after this race is done. A lot of storylines are going to be drawn up as well coming into the next couple of weeks as well, especially as we head to Vegas.
Unbelievable.
And Rockingham as well. So Wayne Burke on the outside of SVG, Brad Newman on the inside of Ethan Winter, Tyler Williams, Josh Perwin, Angus Lawford, Michael Campbell, Jarek Koch, and Davo is your top 10.
Restarting. It looks like Beach and Chong are smoking in pit lane. cars with heavy smoke bellowing from those machines. Look at that. Somebody sending SOS.
Green flag, green flag.
Back underway as we wrap up our 13th caution. And there is 36 laps to go.
Jason also with a black flag then as well, so he'll be coming down pit road as we see SVG and Brad Newman in the second as well. Ethan Winter on the out inside there of Wayne Burke there in your top five as well. Yellow flag out once again. We've got Cody Deether around. We've got looks like Lewis Greathead's around as well.
Michael
95
Smith.
car.
Michael Smith, Tom Freer. Last week's winner at Coda. Cody Deep, the points leader, by the way. You want to talk about storylines, Nigel? There's another one. There's a points leader caught up in an accident. Is that Jared? Oh, Phil Sell into Cody Deep. Oh, wow. And then Beaumont in another car. Michael Smith get together. Unbelievable. Wow, wow, wow. Unbelievable, man. By the way, time is running out. There is now sim time, 36 minutes remaining, 34. Now let me say this, 36 minutes, 34 minutes, 34 laps to go. If they could quit wrecking, Nigel, they could make it. I mean, they could.
They could still make it. 30 laps to go. We've got
I gotta stop.
25. We've got still got 25 minutes of racing still to go, so we should still get this one in.
Yeah. Relax. Take a deep breath. Goose, blah, 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 whatever they call it, right? Quit being cattywampus and take this thing to the finish. And you want to go to it, relax. And you want to go. I'm sorry. Hey, Nigel, we got to wish a happy birthday to our mate. Did you know that Bigglestein Hopton celebrates a birthday today?
Does he really?
Yes. Tomorrow. For you guys, what do you have, like another 3 hours a day, 3 hours a night left until your new day? So his birthday technically is on what? Is it the 11th? March 11th? Yeah. So his birthday will be on the 11th. So happy birthday. Yeah.
Happy birthday to Dean, and he brings you all of these great pictures at home, and this series wouldn't be here it is where it is today without the work that Dean does behind the scene. One of the best broadcasters in the business by a country mile.
Oh my goodness, 6:30 in the morning, U.S. North Carolina time, and he's got me in stitches. All right, Ben Gisbergen and Newman on the front row, Elobs Esports. Teal, green, and blue, I see you. Van Gisbergen and Newman battling here. Lap 118 of 150. 14 caution. Here they come. Back to the line. Green flag. And Van Gisbergen in the gas in the O'Reilly restart zone. And this ain't Daytona, Talladega, or Atlanta. He's got a great launch from everybody.
Ethan Windsor battle on the inside there of Newman coming out of 3. There's a car, there's a lot of smoke there in the background there. I think everyone's away there at the moment, and my sound has gone. I can't hear anything at the moment, so hopefully everyone can still hear me.
I can hear you. What happened, buddy? Ground control to Major Nigel.
Nah, there we go. I'm back. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
That's why you didn't hear me call you a bad name? No, I wouldn't do that. Let's go down the... Oh! Trouble! Rewind! Turn! The 999! Dane Diego Stanton! 15th! Caution out! Backstretch in Phoenix! Well, we've had so many dang yellow flags. Barney's arm's gonna fall off.
Stay 3 wide here.
Oh, is that Lawford?
Lawford, Snadden, the 999 of Josh Perwin as well.
But Nigel, Dean, I wouldn't call this short track racing. It's a mile track. It's not a half mile. It's not a 3/4 mile. It's a mile track. There's got to be a little more respect for everybody, is what I think. I mean, this is only my second year calling Australian NASCAR, but I will tell you, there's got to be. I mean, come on, guys. There's got to be a little more patience, give and take here, and there's just a lot of I mean, tonight's like Friday the 13th or a full moon on a Monday night or something like the Tuesday night. I mean, I don't get it. Somebody just said that this race has had more cautions than the last 7 Bathurst 1000s. No, existing chase. No, Wesley is not floored. I'm not floored. Okay? Don't add anything to it. Not, hashtag fake news. I'm being honest. I'm just saying, come on, let's have a little compassion here. You're not gonna, you know what? I'm gonna use the famous quote I use in reality and virtual, and Dean, you know what's coming. Cue the violin. To first win the race, you must first finish. I mean, yeah. I can understand, Nigel, 30 to go. Yeah, man, I'm going to take everything. I'm going to race you as hard as I can, right? But on lap 30, come on, man, what are we doing here? Maybe the end of the stages? Okay, a little of aggression. But, hey, there's only one lap that pays the points overall in the money, and that is lap 149. But I will give props to Shane Van Gisbergen.
Hang on, we're
not
not
the fact that he's NASCAR and Trackhouse. They're waving off the restart, by the way. They're waving off the restart, and the lights will come back on. There they are, and the pace truck will hightail it back out there again. And I'm not praising Shane Van Gisbergen because he's NASCAR and he's done all this and 3-time V8 champion, blah, blah, blah. This guy does not run with us regularly, Nigel. He started 32nd, 33rd, and he's worked his way all the way to the number 1 position.
He's up 31 spots up in the P1 at the moment. The other big movers so far, there is a few in the top 10 at the moment who have had some big moves. Dave-O, he's up 25. Wayne Burke's up 18. Jerry Koch, he's up 25 in the top 10 in his first season with us, his 3rd race. Michael Campbell's up 21 positions into 8. And Aaron Ball, he's down 4. He's now in the top 10. The other car that I was looking out as well, he's in the 11th position. He's up 20. So there's a lot of big movers and good points tonight for these guys as well.
By the way, sim time countdown is on. 29 minutes. 26 laps to go when they come back to green. Side by side, Ethan Winter alongside the leader, Shane Van Gisbergen, and they're already kind of trying to get into each other's head before the restart. Rolling start, green flag, leader takes off, Van Gisbergen, he's gone. Shades of what he did the last time. Newman to the inside. Winner up top, Wayne Burke will follow, and they'll clear him going into turn 2, Nigel. Whoa, Michael Smith has been disqualified.
I'm back, guys. Sorry, my screen just went blank. Back up front. Sorry, guys. I had a bit of a screen go out.
Good. 25 to go. There is 125 laps complete. Can we get to the finish? Dave Olgie and Zach now working his way. The man from Charleston, South Carolina. And boy, Those new fresh tires, they're showing, and he is climbing to the front, going after the top three now, Nigel, at the line.
You see some of the inputs that's going into Davo's car at the moment. He's in a big week, and he's preparing for the Truck Race and Auto Club on Thursday night. This isn't his main series. He's come out for a run tonight. He's behind these two Lofts Esports guys up in front at the moment. But don't count out Ethan Winter yet. He's in fourth position. Do not rule him out of this race just yet.
Davo outside Newman. Newman will pull up and block. Down below, crossover. Davo can't get there. Winner now. Thought about trying to make a move on the outside. Instead, he'll peek to the bottom, and he'll carry the green and black 89 to Burke with it.
And Tyler Williams as well in the 99. He's in sixth position. A great run for him tonight for Vortex. He's now inside the top 10.
We still got Cheech and Chong up with smoke in the pit area. That is not an accident. That is cars crashed with smoking in the pits. That you see the smoke on the back straightaway.
Keep an eye on Newman's car here. Is he getting very loose coming out of the corner, especially through 1 and 2? That'd be something to keep an eye out for. He looks like he's getting very loose.
Newman, defending series champion in not only Australian NASCAR X Series, but also the trucks. There's that smoke I was telling you about. Look at that. 20 laps to go when they come off 4. And just maybe they're ready to take this to the finish, Nigel.
That's correct. And Angus Lawford, he's the fastest man on track at the moment. Him himself and Josh Perwin, they're doing 27.85s, are the quickest cars on track at the moment.
Next straightaway, look at this now. This is the entries. Watch them working now in the corner. Hold on to it.
Winter on the inside there of Davo.
That's right. And Gisbergen now. Shane Van Gisbergen, Brad Newman, Davo, Ethan Winter, Wayne Burke. And man, you think there's a crash, but it's not. Community barbecue for all the non-finishers. I love it.
Yeah, at the moment, Wesley, is Brad and is Newman and Gisbergen, are they saving their tyres a little bit here? They're just holding the field up, knowing that if they do get another caution, they don't have to go down pit road. They're going to try to get track position. Are they looking after their tyres for that reason?
Maybe, but I will tell you this: they better, get their tag team back again formed up, because Lobs Esports is about to get in a triple threat match here with the likes of Winter, O, and Burke. It's going to be a 3-on-2. And remember, Newman ain't just going to give Shane Van Gisbergen this win. He's going to battle him to win this thing if he can as well. I know Newman too well than to just lay over and block for the other guys.
You're 100% right there. They're here to race. They're here to win. And the top 5 at the moment, this is still anybody's race here with 16 to go. But like I was saying before, how they just hanging onto their tyres that little bit longer, and will they just pull away very shortly?
Wow.
I don't know. We're in for a good... Oh, it's getting very tight here between 3rd, 4th and 5th and 6th there of Tyler Williams at the back of their Wayne Burke.
Wayne Burke's got to get back up there again. He lost a couple of spots. He can't lose the draft with Winter or Newman or Davo, or he'll fall out of the game. Here he comes down to the inside. Winter now. I honestly think, Nigel, about 10 to go, they're going to hit the go button. It is about to become a panic in a moment. And I think SVG and Newman know it. But here's the deal. Their tires are about used up. They can't get away from it. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And the thing also, too, to remember there, Wesley, is Newman does have a little bit of damage on that one car as well. Is that going to cause any, going to slow him down a little bit? There's no damage on SVG's car, so that's one thing we've got to keep an eye on as well. And there's also no damage on Davo's car.
Coming to the line, 13 to go. Oh, and by the way, don't want to burst anybody's bubble, but Ethan Winter and Brad Newman are not the best of friends either. There is a rival that's gone on since even my existence and even before that. Some of the craziest finishes we've had as contact. Whoa, Burke got pushed out of line. Wow, we got to get back in there, Wayne. But back to what I was saying, Nigel, Winter and Newman. Could we see round 10, round 11? Hell, I lost count. Here comes Winter. He knows it's go time. 2 laps prematurely, but I know it's on now, Nigel.
But then also too, though, Wesley, we got to remember this isn't winning your in, so points do matter. So what part of the race do you ask yourself, am I better off just sticking to third and getting good points? Right? I'm like,
Nigel.
15.
Nigel, everybody wants to win. Get that out of your head. Get that out of your head, buddy. Everybody wants to win, okay? In the words of Chocolate, everyone's a winner, baby. That's no lie, unless you can't cross the line first. 10 remaining. What I tell you? Here it goes, baby. It's on. Get your popcorn, Vegemite sandwich, and Foster's beer ready. 10 to go at Phoenix.
Davo hit the wall down the back straight last time, coming out of 2. So he might be out of the question. Oh, he's got it.
Oh, can't get there. Now, Nigel, Winter might use up his car and tires trying to get around Newman.
That's exactly right. Is Newman just holding Ethan there, knowing he's going to use a little bit more of his tyre up so then SVG can get away from the field? All these little storylines are starting to happen already there with only 9 to go.
9 to go. Single digits finally on the clock. Down the back straightaway. You're on board elementary, third place driver. Daytona winner, Ethan Winter. Winner, Hanson, Neat, the most recent winners. If he wins this race, if Winter doesn't, there'll be 4 different winners in 4 races. 7 laps to go at the line. I don't think he can get him. Nigel, I don't think he can. Winter's going to have to punt Newman out of the way. And keep an eye on this battle with Davo and Dirk. It looks like it's kind of impatient as well.
I think so. I think there was something that happened with Wayne Burke with Davo about 10 laps ago. So there will be any retaliation later on in this run. We'll keep an eye out as well, as we got a big audience there on YouTube at the moment. We thank everyone for tuning in for tonight's race with only 7 laps to go.
Are you not entertained? in the words of the Gladiator, are you not entertained? 6, make it 5 to go. And look at this now. Shane Van Gisbergen continuing to pull away. Teammate for Lance Newman on the high side. Winner trying to go to the bottom, and he can't get him yet. Coming to the line this time by, ladies and gentlemen, 5 laps to go. Sim time is 19 minutes. My God, they're going to make it, hopefully.
Well, there was a comment in the chat saying that when entertainment meets sim racing, this is what it's all about. I can't find the comment that was in the chat a little bit earlier.
Winner, Newman. Ethan Winter and Brad Newman is the ANC version of Verstappen and Hamilton. I love that theory. They come to the line, 4 to go, and they're side by side. And Davo and Burke are doing the same, and Burke's on the bottom going for 4th. You're seeing this going on, and Shane Van Gisbergen has put the after boosters on.
Ethan's got it done too. He's got to take second position. It's all about this battle here now between Davo, Wayne Burke, and Tyler Williams.
To the line. 3 laps to go. Wayne Burke, Davo, Williams now a 3-car fight for the top 5 and 4th. And what goes on? Winner has got around Newman. Burke finally clears Williams and Davo. Does he got time? Does Winner got time? Oh, front nose into the wall. Williams, caution out. This will set up overtime. They get 1 attempt at overtime, if I believe correctly, Nigel, right?
3.
3 attempts. 3 attempts at overtime. But remember, they're also racing against the sim time clock. Wow. They have no choice. Davo, Ethan Winter, they give up position, their own pit road. Nigel, is this smart? What do you think?
I mean,
they got to get fresher tires.
It would have to be fuel, I'd imagine. They wouldn't have had enough to get to the end. Oh, I'm surprised by this. Really surprised by this move by Ethan Winter as well. But, wow, we'll go back to... Going back to that incident between Wayne Burke, Tyler Williams and Davo, it just looked like the Tyler and Davo just missed their braking marker. Am I right? I'm only seeing it from in front, and I didn't see anything else.
No, Davo tapped Williams, but
yeah,
I think Williams also was in panic because Burke was coming down.
Yeah,
watch the replay. Look at Burke coming down in front of Williams, and when he did, I think a quick panic happened, and he burped the throttle, and that is when Davo hit dead center the 99 and right nose first under the safer barrier in turn 3 and 4 went with 99 of Williams. Wow. 15 minutes remaining in sim time with a 2-lap shootout coming up. There is three attempts. Nigel, we're getting ready for the restart. Let everybody know how Australian NASCAR does overtime.
We have 3 green-white checkers. You take the green flag. The next one will be the white flag, and the checker flag will end the race. Once the white flag is out, we race to the line. There won't be another caution will come out. If the caution does come out, the way the field was set as the caution went out on the white flag will be your result for the evening. Keep an eye on Ethan Winter.
Checkers on the white flag. They got to get the white flag. If they don't, they go again.
Now, if looking at this here, Ethan Winter's in 15th. He's the first car that's pitted. I think it's too far back.
Unless they have another caution. Here we go. Ready to go. It is Lofty Sports NASCAR Trackhouse driver Shane Van Gisbergen. Back to green. Restart in front. Newman, Burke. By the way, all these drivers have not won this year. If they do win, there'll be 4 winners in 4 races. Down below, car on the inside. Nate Diego at it, and we got a caution. Overtime number dos is coming up next. Daniel Boyd, Tom Freer, Holdsworth involved. Great head. Overtime 2 coming up next. Now, Nigel, this might help Ethan Winter because he jumped up 5 spots. He's into the top 10 now. Holy cow, is that 6 wide? Oh, my God. Wow. Oh, boy.
Big crash there. A lot of cars torn up with that there.
This is
number 2.
Yeah. This has definitely been a wreck fest tonight. I don't want to be a bearer of the bad news. Man, my goodness. I don't think it's the cars on the track. It's not based on that. It's based on I think it's just the way they're racing each other, Dean. I don't think it's first take cars on the racetrack, buddy. I just don't. But we'll have to agree to disagree, birthday boy. I said, I'm just Look, we just got Nigel. I love Dean, but we're going to agree to disagree on that because I just think that is horse hockey. I'm just being honest with you. It's the way they're driving each other. It ain't got nothing to do with the racetrack itself or the car. Okay, maybe some technical factors might have to come into aspect here, but whether there's 40 or 20, there's just got to be a different way of racing each other, the way they're doing it. I mean, it's just, and I've seen some really good races from Australian NASCAR. This is, this ain't going to be my top 10 list. I hate to break your heart, Nigel. I know you're one of the co-owners of Australian NASCAR, but this is not fun. I mean, I hate that these guys pour their cars up.
But the good thing is, though, Wesley, is to everyone at home, is that our license system comes into play. So if you cause a caution, you get license points. So we got the job of sorting through 17 cautions. So if you cause a lot of accidents, there's a chance you might be having a week off with suspension as well. So all those little things do come into play as well. So long review ahead.
There will be fines and penalties, is what Nigel is trying to say.
As we go, as some of the things in the chat, 100% Winter is going to benefit from this restart. He's still in 11th position in the green-white checker. I think he may be a little bit too far back. I could be wrong. We're going to go green again, this time by Josh Mickelmore. He's back up into third place. Well, just
Wayne Burke.
Behind Wayne Burke. So let's
Look
go.
at this. And Wayne Burke's going to be on the outside of SVG for the first time in 3 restarts. Lobs Esports is not going to be on the outside. SVG is going to have Newman behind him. Oh, and by the way, yes, Fieldstown is back up in the top 10 also. Overtime, number 2, back to green, SVG gone. Push with help by Newman. Will Newman block? He will! He threw the block on Burke! And look at Angus Lawford for Project 36, by the way. He's right there in the fight. This time by, can they come to the white flag? Lawford, Mickelmore, side by side. Winner powering to the bottom. White flag at Phoenix. 1 to go. Final time in overtime. Brad Newman doing something I've never seen him do before. Block for others. Burke and Winner powering to the bottom. My God almighty, from 15th to 2nd. I don't think he'll do it though. 3-time V8 Supercar champion. The dominator of the road courses of NASCAR. From Trackhouse, from Auckland, New Zealand. From 32nd, Shane Van Gisbergen wins double overtime at Phoenix. And they're still crashing at the checkered flag. Wow. Oh no, Shane, don't do that. You might get disqualified. Oh no, that's Jared Philsell. We had a guy in an American Series, Nigel, that celebrated a little too early and they disqualified him. His win got encumbered. Yeah, baby, burn it down. Shane Van Gisbergen and Lobs Esports are all going to celebrate that, Nigel. That was a team win right there. And I'm going to tell you something. I saw Brad Newman do something I think I've never seen before, and that was block for somebody else to win.
It was certainly a race to remember, and let's also talk about Ethan Winter too, from 15th on the first restart to 10th for the second restart to finish second on the green-white check. It is certainly a performance to not to take for lighthearted either. We'll talk to him a bit later.
From 15th to the number 2 position. I want to hear what he's got to say. Boy, this is going to be fun. right in the middle of that Lobs Esports sandwich. And they're celebrating. Look at Lobs Esports still. That's Phil Sell. That is Shane Van Gisbergen, and that is Brad Newman. And when it's said and done, here's the recap in double overtime. At the end of 158 laps, 158 miles, double overtime to decide it. 4 lead changes among 6 drivers in green flag conditions. 17 cautions for 50 laps. Shane Van Gisbergen, 31 positions from 32nd to win. He's the hard charger. Zach Kerr, stage 1 and 2 winner. 87 laps led most of the night. Fastest lap SVG. Zach Kerr pulled the board. And here is the results presented by Nitro at Phoenix. Shane Van Gisbergen. That's right. From NASCAR, V8 Supercars, and yes, he loves his iRacing. He wins. Ethan Winter second. Brad Newman third. Wayne Burke fourth. Angus Lawford the top 5. Aaron Board, Josh Perwan, Jarrett Koff, followed by Josh Micklemore and Matt Danson will come back, Nigel, and finish 10th.
Finishing 11th tonight will be Matt Bailey for Summit Sim Sports. Jared Philsell representing Lobs Esports in 12th. Michael Campbell, a great top 15 finish for him, finishing in 13th. Dave O, Nitro Racing for 14th. Brendan the Cooch Griffiths finishes in 15th. Lewis Greathead for Vermilion Esports in 16th. Tom Freer for Synergy Sim Racing finishes in 17th. Luke Trahair finishes in 18th for Sim Boys. Synergy Sim Racing's Brendan Hobson finishes inside the top 20. And Shine
McKiernan.
Thank you. I need a drink.
Jason Holdsworth, 21st. Daniel Boyd, 22nd. Kelvin Clark and Dane Diego Snadden will finish 23rd and 24th. By the way, Daniel Boyd, last car on the lead lap, multiple laps down or badly damaged and out. Kelvin Clark, Dane Diego Snadden, as I mentioned. Sam Chapman, Cody Deeth, KD, at one time up in the front, crashed out the COTA winner, 26th. He was also the points leader coming into tonight's race. We'll see if it changes after tonight at Phoenix. Tyler Williams, Zach Kerr, Blaine Dinsley, and Michael Smith. Have you took a drink, Nigel? Your top 30?
No, not yet. I'm coughing.
Okay, I'll finish it for you. It was Fitzroy Beaumont 31st, Jamie Davis 32nd, Michael Skurlock, Jacob O'Reilly, Trent Gosley, followed by, of course, Billy Mole, Ben Faulkner, Joshua Houghton, and Clayton Davies. Double overtime, first of the year for overtime to settle it out. In the Australian NASCAR X Series, we beat the time clock, but when it's all said and done, Shane Van Gisbergen picks up the win. By the way, this has not been his first foray in Australian NASCAR or Victory Lane. This is his 13th career start. He's got 6 wins. Now add 11 top 10s and now 10 top 5s. We're taking a break. We talk to SVG about Phoenix and the win next.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Very eventful race. And yeah, I'm going to give an honorable mention to Barney, the iRacing flagman, and Peter, the pace truck driver. Definitely keeping on the track tonight amongst the crazy caution-filled double overtime race. Welcome back to coverage of the Australian NASCAR X Series. Wesley Outland. Nigel Siddell here. Bigglestein hopped in. By the way, happy birthday to him tomorrow. And Shane Van Gisbergen, everybody picking up his sixth career win, now in his 13th start with the series when he runs with us. Unfortunately, of course, he has a crazy schedule ahead with Team Trackhouse. I'll make sure that I thank Justin Marks, the next Cars Tour event that I work at, announcing on March 28th at Wake County, to tell him thank you. And SVG, congratulations from 32nd to 1st. Winning, but obviously he's got a crazy scheduled day with meetings with Trackhouse for NASCAR, getting ready for Las Vegas actually this weekend, and congratulations to him in the Queen City. Let's grab now second place, his teammate for Lobs Esports, and that is Brad Newman. Brad, man, I got to tell you something. I probably got more respect for you now than I have had before, and I really ain't got nothing but love for you, but obviously defending champion, and you were doing something in that last restart that I think I've never seen you do, and that was blocking for somebody else so they could win it. Wow.
Thanks, mate. I was also trying to win it, if I'm being honest, but no, Shane was just too quick for me tonight.
Well, I mean, I know I said at one point there was a time where you were going to do what you had to do to try to win this thing, obviously, but you had a pack of hungry wolves coming after you from the back. Your take of this race, your overall thoughts of this race, pretty caution field, a lot of crazy racing, driving, entertaining, non-entertaining. Your take of battling back from the rear to come back and finish second, buddy.
Oh yeah, it was a fun one. I got fed into the wall early, so I had some damage to fix. But no, I always knew I'd get back here. So it's just one of those races. Just got to drive back to the front, and yeah, it was a fun one.
Well, congratulations, Brad. You actually were third tonight. You weren't second. So we've swapped
That's
it
all right.
around. But you got a lot of damage with your car early on in the race. You spent a bit of time down in pit road getting it fixed. Did you always think you had the car set up under you to get it back up the front?
Yeah, one of the Vermilion cars was turning right when the track went left, which was interesting. So I had a couple minutes to sort out there, but I knew once I had it all put back together, I should be right to get back there. So yeah, no, it was no dramas at all, really.
Good, solid, obviously run. I'm sorry, I think I said you were second. You're actually third. I think the scoring tickers is now showing you second, and apologies for that. But man, obviously just battling, racing, doing what you needed to do, and team racing. What was that like? It seemed like there was a lot of team racing for Lobs Esports tonight.
Yeah, it was good. I've always sort of done these by myself for a long time, and see how some of the teams get together to do whatever they seem to have to do. So it's good to have some teammates of my own around now. I had Jared at the end of last season, and now that Shane's here as well, it's good to have some teammates in the field.
All right, Brad, before I let you go, man, please thank your sponsors. We'll see you, obviously, for the trucks on Thursday.
Thanks, mate. Just like to thank you guys for putting these events on as always, and the guys at Lobs Esports. Thank you.
Career start, number 123. It was eventful like ABC. He's got 23 career wins. Now add 95 top 10s and 76 top 5s. Third place, by the way, that is Brad Newman for Lobs Esports. And again, teammate to Shane Van Gisbergen. And we will now grab the man that finishes in second. Ethan, my apologies for bumping you. I did not mean to. I was looking at my scoring ticker. Congratulations on a solid second place, man. And I really feel if you had about another lap, you could have called SVG, or at least another chance at overtime if a caution would have come out. The decision to bring down car number 39 for Vortex and take on tires from 15th to finish second.
Yeah, though, it was pretty up and down in that last stage there for me. I had to fix some damage because I wanted to stay out and start on old tyres, so probably pissed a few people off coming through the field to begin with. But then I had some good running there with Brad and Dave. It just took me too many laps to work them over to even have a chance at Shane before that caution come out. But yeah, we'll take second. Decision was pretty interesting.
Yeah, well, congratulations on your second tonight. I must admit, I didn't think you'd get your way through the field there with green white checkers, but you did. It's one hell of a drive. Did you have the confidence that you were going to be able to do it?
I actually thought, and I still think it was the wrong decision. I got a bit fortunate that that caution came out on the first time, and then I obviously got to the inside, and people kind of blew up the track, which was fortunate. And yeah, just new tyres, obviously. Nobody really has a chance at keeping me off them. So yeah, just ran out of time, but that's how it is.
Ethan, man, just can you give me your overall thoughts of the way the race went tonight? Just the way things gone. Is things different now because there's not win and you're in to the playoffs and got to get every position you can going into the chase? Why do you feel like we saw the atmosphere that it was tonight at Virtual Phoenix?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I honestly would have thought that kind of caution fest you'd attribute to when in your end, but some people just don't seem to practice. They're just hot lappers, I think, and yeah, just at the back of the field it's just terrible, I think. So hopefully those guys, continue to get better as the season goes on, and hopefully, with a bigger track next week at Las Vegas, we get some better racing and some longer runs.
There you go. Before I let you go, man, please thank your sponsors. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I just want to thank Team Conti. Of course, they had a ripper set. We could, kind of control the race there on the longer runs to an extent. Thanks to obviously Manitoun Toyota and Cannyville Toyota, Pete Racing Products, Graham Electrical and Data, Ray White McLean and Yamba Vets, Slipstream Signs, SFE Loans, obviously Vermilion Esports for our partnership is really paying dividends for all of us, honestly, and Pace Graphics and Casey Simon Cinematography for all the cool photos.
Answer your messenger, mate. You got somebody blowing you up, man, at 11 and 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. That's Ethan Winter, ladies and gentlemen, our buddy for Vortex Sim Sport. He'll finish actually in second between the Lobs Esports machines of Shane Van Gisbergen and Brad Newman. 71st career start, by the way, for NASCAR, the Australian NASCAR Series overall. 12 career wins, 34 top fives, and now 44 top 10s, and that is your podium. Team racing, crazy racing. Pretty cool seeing SVG pop in. I don't know when he'll be back again, but thanks for putting it in your calendar to join him. Thanks, Brad Newman and Lobs, for, I guess, hooking that up together. And it's a man that's not a stranger, Nigel Siddell, to winning in the Australian NASCAR Series. He now has, of course, as I mentioned, for the driver of Auckland, New Zealand, originally now in the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina, 6 career wins in 13 starts. But he now also makes the 4th different winner of the season as we move in to Vegas next Tuesday night, Nigel. Wow.
We're in for a cracking race next week, the first mile and a half for the season as well. So we go from the super speedways to the road course to the shorter track, not an actual short track, but a shorter track. Then we now head to the mile and a half. So the real skill will start to happen next week, and hopefully some long green flag runs where tyre wear and usage will be all important.
By the way, yes, Brady Baldwin, I'm aware of that. The SDK has now updated, and it is showing now Ethan Winter second and now Brad Newman third. So obviously that is now correct. So, well, there's a look at the top 10 as it's been updated and correct as well. Don't forget, as always, hit that like, subscribe, follow, hit the bell. Highline on social media as well as Highline HQ, and of course on YouTube. Don't forget, join Dylan McDonald and myself on Thursday night with CT Electrical presenting the Australian NASCAR Truck Series. They're going to be at Auto Club. And don't forget, we are at Virtual Sim City, Las Vegas, next Tuesday night. What a wild one. Nigel, your final take of this one. This is one we won't forget. Some good, some bad, some ugly. Like a Clint Eastwood movie, Good Night from the Cactus Old West at the Valley of the Virtual Sun.
It was a good night in the end. We do appreciate having Shane come in and race with us tonight. It's always appreciated. And thanks again if he is watching the broadcast. Thank you again for popping in. And yeah, a great race. We leave this one behind and we'll see everyone in Las Vegas next week for a great 1.5 mile track.
32nd to first to win. Fourth different winner of the year. SVG gets it done for Lobs Esports, and that will wrap us tonight for race 4 of the season. As always, thank you to everybody at Australian NASCAR. Follow them on Facebook, Highline and Highline HQ on Facebook and social media. For Jason Holdsworth, as well as Nigel Sedell on ownership of the Series League, and for color commentary, for the man celebrating a birthday boy, much love to my friend Biggles, Dean Hopton on production. This is Wesley Outland. Thank you for joining us. Good evening, good night, Aussie mates and mateys, and congratulations to the Auckland driver, Shane Van Gisbergen, winning here in a wild one we'll never forget at Virtual Phoenix. Take care. We'll see you Thursday for Trucks Action from Vegas. Till next week.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.